Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to It's not I think I said it right, the right way to chant So anyways, I think I did a reaction to one of a video earlier. I can't remember which video it was. And I said that if I was to focus on anything, it'd be the or And because I think doing and that very steady hum vibration, I think for me works. And then someone in the comments actually said it's not Om. I believe it's I believe that's the comment was left. I do remember that. And then Sadhguru put out this video. Now, this is kind of an exception to the video just because I am curious about it. And plus, Sadhguru doesn't care if you react to his videos or anything. He wants to spread the word. So this video is just the exception to that rule. My rule, personally. So anyways, let's go and get started.
Even in India, it got distorted over a period of time.
That's loud.
The way it is said at the Vatican, it's always said, Amen. Hundreds of people have completely walked out of the need for medication simply by uttering Am. If you are suffering from excessive fear, daily utterance of Am for a few minutes a day will make an enormous difference. If you have to utter any kind of sound without using the tongue, what are the sounds that you could utter? I want you to experiment and see. Without using the tongue, just try to make sounds. Yes, for sure you can do Ooh, possible. Anything else? Yes, possible. Someone who is unable to speak, a mute person who is unable to speak, what are the sounds that he makes? Because these three sounds do not need the use of your tongue. See, if you remove your tongue, you are able to make only three sounds, You are using the tongue, placing the tongue in different positions in your palate to mix these three sounds and produce all the other sounds that you produce. If you know something about the color television, you would know there are only three basic colors. Using these three colors, you see every other possible color on the tube. Similarly, there are only three basic sounds. Using these three sounds, you're able to produce all these other sounds.
That's the first I've heard of that, but that's an interesting comparison. You got the white light, which has all the colors of the rainbow, but then you look at the TVs, which does have only three colors, RGB, but then you look at the printers, they have magenta, cyan, and I don't know what the yellow is. Maybe yellow? I don't know. But anyways, it's usually three colors for sure. Now, I've never heard about the sounds from your mouth. Like, there's three basic sounds that all sounds come from.
The tongue is just helping you to mix these three sounds in many complex ways. Now, these three sounds, U and Ma, are referred to as the basic sounds or the universal sounds, because these three sounds are the basis of all the other sounds that you can utter. If you utter these three sounds together, what do you get? It's not oh. If you open your mouth and expel the air, it becomes ah. As you're closing it halfway down, it becomes oo. When you close it, it becomes Almost every creature can utter these three sounds. If you have a dog or a cat at home, if he yawns, what does he do? If he opens his mouth, it does ah. Halfway down, it does oo. Closing, So these are the three basic sounds which are the very basis of all the other sounds that you can utter. Why are they referred to as the universal sounds? Today modern science is telling you, the whole existence is just a reverberation of energy. It is the same energy vibrating in different ways, which makes it so many things. If the whole existence is a vibration, where there's a vibration, there is bound to be a sound, isn't it so? Where there's a vibration, there is bound to be a sound. So the whole existence is a complex amalgamation of sounds. This is one kind of sound, that is another kind of sound. Every form is a certain kind of sound. If you feed any sound into an oscilloscope, the sound measuring instrument, depending upon its frequency, amplitude and other dimensions of the sound, it gives out a certain form. That means every sound has a form attached to it.
I would say that is really cool whenever you see these things. When you have a plate with just sand or salt or pepper, depending on the color, and then just have a speaker underneath and just have the different frequencies, it's really, really interesting and cool.
Similarly, every form has a sound attached to it. So this relationship between the sound and the form is known as the science of mantras. Now, modern science is proving to you the whole existence is just a vibration. Where there's a vibration, there is bound to be a sound. So the whole existence is sound, and the root sound for all this complex amalgamation of sounds is sound A, V and M or So is known as the universal sound or the basic sound in the creation. So in Christianity, whatever they close with today, whatever they say, they close it with Amen. If you look at it the way it is said at the Vatican, it's always said, Amen. You take off the N and say Amen. Oh. If you want to understand this, you can see a similar inflection in Tamil. See now, for example, Ram. You know Ram, born in Ayodhya? When he came south, when Ram entered Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, people called him Rama. Then he crossed the Tamil Nadu border, people called him Raman. If Krishna comes to Tamil Nadu, what will you do? Krishnan? If Arjun comes to Tamil Nadu, what do you do? Arjunan? If Bhim comes to Tamil Nadu, what do you do? Bhiman, whoever enters Tamil Nadu border, they get unified. This infliction of in Tamil is much stronger than Aramaic. Amen. You take out the N, it's just Am. Today this Amen has gone to United States of America and become Amen. This is cultural and language distortions which happen. Islam, born also in the same region, under the same cultural and language influences, they are saying Ameen. Take away N and say Ameen. Oh, it's the same sound. Because wherever a human being becomes silent by his own nature, not school teacher silence, not plugging your ears silence, if you become silent by your own nature, sound will reverberate in the system because the root sound for your physical existence is sound When reverberates, it starts from just beneath the navel and ends at the tip of your nose. This reverberation will just happen by itself. So wherever a human being truly sat quietly, utter quietness within himself, he always became aware of the sound When he transmitted it, it got distorted over a period of time according to language and cultural influences. Even in India, has become Om. It is not Om. You open your mouth and say Gently close your mouth, it becomes Oo. You close it, it becomes Sound has innumerable benefits. Even today, if anybody come here with any kind of psychological disturbances, the first prescription is always You do this for a few weeks, you settle down and then we go into other aspects. I can show you hundreds of people for whom medically it was believed that they have to be on psychiatric medication for the rest of their life, have completely walked out of the need for medication simply by uttering
Real quick, how did it… Did I just say oh jeez. Anyways, there goes me making those noises again. Why did it change from or sorry, to Om? And it makes me try to think, I was trying to remember also which video it became Om. I don't remember if it was Swami Sarvapriyananda or Swami Tadatmananda has said Om. I think it's Swami Sarvapriyananda. I wonder what made it that way, because I do remember Om. Very much so. I just can't remember who said it though. And why I mean, again, he's talking about cultural and kind of it being culturally changed. But Swami Tadatmananda always tries to go to the original source. He says that. And I'm sure, I don't know if Swami Sarvapriyananda does as well. I'm sure he does, but I just don't know if he does it for everything or anything like that. Again, if anyone remembers, is it both of them or is it just one of them? And the reason for the change, I guess, besides the culture, is there anything that actually said, no, it's not but it's Om, as opposed to it just being lost in translation, I guess, and with the cultural mix?
If you are suffering from excessive fear, distorted dreams, bad dreams, nightmares, unstable mind, unstable body, if your general constitution is weak, you tend to fall sick too often, particularly children, if they have attention disorders.
Ooh, that's
Daily utterance of for a few minutes a day will make a enormous difference for you. If you have problems that you are unable to do anything with a certain resolve in your life, daily utterance of will be truly transformational for you. Within a couple of weeks, you can notice a phenomenal difference in the way you function. Because this is the basic sound in your physical existence.
I mean, there's a lot of ADHD going on in the United States, I do believe. Mostly boys. They haven't talked much about it, although I've heard. But I just don't know how… I don't know if this is something becoming, very serious or not. But anyways, again, people looking for quick fixes. If there's a pill for it, they'll buy it. Not willing to put any kind of work into it. So anyways, that's my reaction to Om. Not Om, the right way to chant Om. Let me know, did you chant Om or Om? I definitely need to watch perhaps a chanting video. A very basic, straightforward video that just explained how to chant perhaps Om or Om. I don't know if I'll react to it. I mean, if it's straightforward, probably not. I'm kind of curious. I wouldn't mind perhaps maybe spending a minute or two a day just doing it, just to see what it's like, and to and it's a way to get started. Look, don't think like, oh, you have to do 5 minutes. No. It's not, again, restrictions and all these kind of stuff. I don't think that's a healthy way to do it. But the thing is, though, is that getting started is is the thing, and doing it at least once a week whenever it's convenient. At the very least, again, just a way to get started to it, not to procrastinate and put it off. And not to say, oh, you need to do this once a day, 5 minutes a day, every day. You're probably putting a little bit too much restriction, and it becomes more of a mandatory thing instead of something that you're really trying to get into. It's like, oh no, I only have 5 minutes left today before it becomes midnight. Let me go ahead and get started on it. Now you're kind of stressing about it. Gotta look for that. Anyways, let me know. Was it Swami Sarvapriyananda or was it Swami Taramananda? I can't remember. I think it's Swami Sarvapriyananda. And also, did you do Om or did you do Om? And if it's just something lost in translation or lost in terms of the culture, you don't have to let me know. Just tell me that. But if it's intentional, I guess I'm guessing there's a teacher out there who says it is Om. And don't tell me it's Swami Vivekananda or Sri Ramakrishna and made that change. Anyways, that's my reaction to this. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down, down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.